Alright, I'm so self-conscious here. It's so weird. It's like been the bane of my entire trip at the moment. So self-conscious. Like right now, I'm in a fucking park in the middle of nowhere. And I can't get over the fact that I don't want people judging me as they walk by here. So this is the experiment. So I got like some two people over there and their daughter, and they're doing gymnastics. And I'm like, I don't want them to look at me. I don't want them to notice me. But I'm gonna have to just flex and not give a fuck. But it's really hard. I don't know why it's been so hard. I can guess. There's like a bunch of like, every time I talk to someone, they speak to me in Italian, and I need to like go to this jarring exchange to explain that I speak English, and they go, oh, and then they start speaking English, which blows my mind every time they do it. They literally just speak English. It's crazy. But oh my god. Yeah, and he's walking closer. Fuck, I hate this. Look. It's really frustrating how much I'm in two minds. There's a mind that goes, shut the fuck up, don't care. Like I've even been stressing out how I'm dressing, how I'm appearing in situations, my etiquette, the way I am portraying myself, because I don't want to seem disrespectful to these people. But it really doesn't matter. And here comes someone talking, and they've got a dog and shit. But it really does not fucking matter. But the first test comes. There's some people coming. I'm gonna have to try and not give a singular fuck. But anyway, I'll show you there's like this massive fucking tower. It's a pretty good view. There's just houses everywhere. They just built them on the sides of hills. There's always so much to see here. It's crazy in terms of like where you're looking. Little dogger. Oh my god. But yeah, being alone in a country by yourself, it's challenging me, which it's a journey. I'm on a journey, right? That's what they call it. I'm on a trip. And a journey's not meant to be easy. If it was my comfort zone, I wouldn't even be here, you know what I mean? But it's challenging me in areas that I didn't expect to be challenged. Like socially challenging. Which I should know by now that, you know, the woods darkest to you is usually the part where you enter, you know. You know, I didn't want to be challenged socially. I didn't want to be challenged, like, in terms of how my attachment of people's view on me. I didn't want that to be challenged. I wanted like, oh, here's this massive mountain up there. Let's go hike it. That's a challenge. That's hard, but it's not hard for me. You know, like I've already done. That's my strength. I did it yesterday. I went and climbed up a mountain. I stood on like a cliff and jumped around on it. I had like this crazy feeling. I was like, there was this bit where there was like this mountain and like jagged. It was like a jagged bit. It was over on the cliff, and either side it went out, and it was like a cliff either side. And I went out on it, and I went like really close, and then a bit went down, and then there was like a bit like half like split off, and then it went to the next bit. And I went to climb on that, and I just heard like, immediately I just thought, curiosity killed the cat, curiosity killed the cat, curiosity killed the cat. And I heard it in my head, and I said it. I said, yeah, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go on it. And then, 30 seconds later, I just went and did it. I'm like, fuck, that's curiosity is gonna kill the cat. Because I'm the guy who thinks curiosity is gonna kill the cat. I know there's the boundary, and yet I stepped over it on purpose anyway. You know? But there's the boundary that physically, I'm gonna do that. But socially, I get a dude walking past with a dog, and I don't look at me. It's painful, and I don't know how to get over it, because I think, like, I'm an introvert for sure, And I'm only extroverted when I have people around me where I can feel comfortable in order to like leapfrog off, to jump off that diving board of comfort into being social, right? Which is what like helps me be social. I can ask people interesting questions because I'm already comfortable enough, so I can ask my introverted questions. But here, I'm just like, get me away from everyone. Like I want to hide in my room, but I come out because I have to do something every day because it costs money and I'm on a holiday, I'm on a journey. You know, I've got to be doing something. So my thing today is get a feed and come to this park and look at this thing. But this fucking... I'm going to go down there. I'll show you this bloody castle. It's like a courtyard. I'm constantly taken back here. Like this is literally like knights in the shining armor shit. Like, I don't know, I just picture big horses running off and then knocking on the door like, we need to go fight. And then there's like the fucking, what's his name? What's the name? The squire. You know? Having to make decisions and there's fires and shit. Cause so much shit here is medieval, you know? It just takes me back to that world. Like even the landscape, the crows, you hear those crows? The trees, the weather, the cold, it's just... Yeah, it's pretty metal. Yeah, everyone here speaks Italian, not Swiss German, because I'm in the Italian-speaking region of Switzerland in the Alps, which I know a bit of Italian, which did help me a bit, but like I'm not confident enough. Like un cappuccino per favore, you know, that's like, and then I say that, and then they go, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I have to be like, English please, you know? And then, because they think I speak it, which is the weird thing. Whereas, like, I get caught in 2 months. They speak to me in Italian, so they obviously don't know I'm foreign. But I have this crippling thing where I feel like everyone is watching me because they know I'm foreign and I'm different, and you know, it's just this fake projected fear. You know, it's like this is the attachment to, like, I don't know, the influence of people's judgments and views on me. But a lot of them are false. So what does that mean? If they're not even real, what am I scared of? What am I scared of? I'm scared of disapproval. Yeah, like, I'll be in a restaurant and I'll be thinking of the etiquette, obsessing over the etiquette, because I don't want them to think I'm a dirty foreigner or whatever, like a fucking, you know, a disrespectful, look at this guy. Which I will be, look at this guy, I'm from a completely different culture. You know what I mean? Like, I can rationalize it in my head, but I can't experience it. I can't get myself to not give a fuck. I think I'm gonna have to just fucking through it. I'm gonna have to just be myself. Yeah. It's hard, because as I was saying, I'm an introvert, and being in a place where you can't communicate with anyone, I can't feel comfortable socially, and then I'll never get the energy to really be social without the comfortable social energy, if that makes any sense. So I really have to, like, muster up energy to be social and to be friendly and to smile and shit. Like, one of, like, my family or one of the boys right now would be so vital, like, just to get me amped, get me happy, get me fun, and then I can come with a bit of energy, be a bit lively, you know, because if you don't speak their language, you can't even have those beautiful exchanges between strangers, you know. I really like that. Yeah. But yeah, it has taken a toll on me. I rang my family the other day, and Mum was showing me all the dogs, and my sister and Jared, and they're all showing me, you know, how they're all good, everything's fine. I'm almost crying, got tears welling up in my eyes, and I'm just trying to hold on, and then I finally hang up and I go to ring Dad, and I just say, you don't need to cry, pull yourself together, everything's gonna be fine. As soon as I call Dad, he picks up, I see his face, I just start bawling, couldn't get 2 words out, I was just overwhelmed. And, you know, the news carries, Zach finds out, I ring Zach. Zach's like, what happened? Hey. Then he tells Lily. Lily goes, oh, you lost it. Oh, rah. You know, they all love telling everyone how I was crying, which is why I didn't want to cry, because I didn't like everyone knowing that I was crying. But that's family, they care about you, they're just, you know, sharing it because they think it's worth sharing. I guess it is worth sharing because I was struggling, but I felt good after it. But then I find myself back in the same position where I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, you know. But what is there to do? I'm going to Zurich tomorrow, going to a hostel. Dad said everything should pick up from there on. I tend to agree, but I'm just not sure. Like, I was so focused on, I knew this was going to happen, but I was so focused on getting here, on the unlikelihood of actually getting here. So now that I'm here, I never even created a map or a model in my mind of taking in the reality of actually being here and what the fuck I'm going to do with myself. You know, I don't, like, what have I done since I've been here? I've eaten Italian. I hiked a big mountain. That one there, I'm pretty sure. There was a nice church. There was a church on the top. And it was just like, as I opened the door, it was like out of like a movie. It was like, and the acoustics in the middle, in the church were impeccable. Just boom, everything vibrated around me as I opened the door, and it was this big, heavy, like wooden door. It was really like cinematic. Yeah. So, I guess I gotta create a plan. I can create one right now. Well, I had been reading, which is good. I've been reading Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. It's been interesting. I've only just started it, but I've read more than I've ever read in like the last year, just while I was waiting for my hotel to be ready. Yeah, I'm a bit lost. See? Why can't I yell like that? I wish I could. I lack confidence here. I lack confidence so intensely. It's not funny. I feel out of place. It's like I need people to rally around me and give me the confidence, which would be beautiful. It'd be really nice. I don't think that's the way I'm supposed to do it though. I'm meant to find it myself. Is that true though? Do I need to do everything myself? Do I really need to find everything internally? Or should I just rely on externals? Yeah. Even though as lost as I am, like, I still think there's something to happen here. There's something for me to do. I don't know. This is probably what it is this confidence thing. It's probably what I'm here to manage and deal with and challenge. Fuck, I want to grow out of it so bad. Fuck, I wish I could just belong here easily. Exist here. Be confident here. Be confident just alone. You know, like, I've had to do things that make me feel real uncomfortable. Like go to dinner by myself and have like a nice dinner by myself. You know, like things that like you don't, and do everything, breakfast by myself, dinner by myself, lunch by myself, getting a coffee by myself, which isn't as bad. But, you know, like I bring my book and I bring my notebook and my journal as like cover. You know, because of the insecurity of being alone. Yeah. It's a challenge, it's hard. Yeah, plus I was ill when I first got here, and I think that really took the wind out of my sails, and I'm just recharging from that, trying to find a way back from that. Well, maybe it's a good maybe it was a good reset to enter into. Either or, who knows, hindsight will be 2020. Yeah, I just hope there's a bit more liveliness. It's a bit boring just by myself. You know, there's really not much for me to do. I can go look at museums and shit, but like, I need people to share it with. You know, this whole alone thing. You know, we go away overseas alone. No one wants to be alone the whole time. You go away alone to meet someone, to be friends with, to experience things with. You know, like you can't. Fuck being a loner. I would desire to make a friend, to travel with, you know, like we can go on hikes and there's shit. Like I long for some companionship, you know. What are we doing today? Oh, I miss that already. It's crazy. It's been how long? A week? I'm so far away from home. I don't even know where the fuck I am. It's like I've just been spawned in here. I'm like a fucking brr. Here's just Switzerland, this place that's always been here since you've been born, since before you've been born, since the fucking entire existence of this planet, and boom, you're here, and it's just existing. People are going about their lives. There's buildings on the fucking sides of mountains forever, just as far as you can see. Mountains everywhere. Mountains from fucking mountains that have been built on in times of medieval times, and there's just a castle. Boats out on the water. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Like, what? There would have been like cunts running up there, ringing bells and lighting fires to let cunts know that the Mongols are invading or some shit. It's crazy. And then look, there's palm trees. Yeah. There's some old medieval buildings. I don't know if they're medieval, I'm just talking shit, but they're old as fuck buildings. Yeah. Well, Zach said he might come to Italy, and I could meet him there, which I would really enjoy. That'd be mad. Me and Zach, a little brother fucking holiday. I'd really enjoy that. It'd be nice. Yeah, we're due for that. We're due for something like that, me and Zach. It'd be really nice. We'll do something with Will too. Yeah. I just gotta get over this whole insecurity. Everyone's watching me, everyone cares who the fuck I am, which they don't, you know? It's this whole main character thing I tell myself backfiring, you know what I mean? Like, you're not the fucking main character, bro, relax. You're just a normal person who has the capability of doing something like everyone else does. Just fucking, yeah, none of my thoughts come together. Yeah, I wonder what will happen. I'm glad I'm here though. At the end of the day, I'm glad I'm here. Because you put yourself in a situation and things are going to happen. You know, if I go to this hostel, there's going to be events, there's going to be scenarios, there's going to be conversations. And I'm glad that I'm going to be putting myself in that situation to be experiencing that. You know, things are looking up, things are positive. I am glad I'm here. Though it has been hard and it is hard and it is a struggle for me. But this is points of growth, you know. I do think of just going home and, you know, I regretted not hugging Mum more before I left. She wanted more hugs and I pushed her off, like didn't push her off, but I left. I ended the hug earlier because I knew she wanted to hug me so much and I didn't want to hold up I didn't want to like hug her too much, it's a weird thing. It's a weird feeling when I feel that way. Because now that I'm gone, what does hugging her too much mean? Why was I hugging her too much? You know, if she was to die, or you know, I would regret not hugging her more. You know, she wanted love from me, and I cut it short. You know, that's suffering. That's someone who wanted love, and I refused. She wasn't going to see me, she was missing me. But anyway, I'm not too hard on myself on about that. But that's hindsight, you know. I only truly regret if I thought I should have hugged her more in the moment. And in the moment, I was excited to go for the trip. And I knew that I was coming back. And that hug was sufficient. Confusing though. Yeah. Already have a greater sense of appreciation for my family too. The way they've all loved me and the way they've appreciated me, same as my mates. Everyone's just been so positive. Even though all of my family didn't believe I was going to go. You can see in their face, you can see in their eyes, beyond their words, in their eyes, the goodness they have in their hearts for me. It's priceless. It's fucking priceless. I've just been reflecting on how lucky I am as a fucking human, as a person. There's not many people that get to live such blessed lives as the one I get to live. I have all of my family members and they all love me and I love all of them, and we haven't had any issues, well, for me personally, that can cause those issues, to cause like me to have ill will for any of them, or me to have caused any ill will. And they all support me and I all support them, and we all want the best for each other. And we're all looking out for each other. I could just have easily have been born to an addict. Father left me. No siblings, isolated in Switzerland. But no, I have a whole team of people wanting the best for me, messaging me constantly, asking how I am. It's just funny now. I live my whole life without blessedness around me, and I choose to leave. And I'm not saying it's the wrong thing to do, but it's just crazy that I choose to leave. You know, they could die. They will die eventually. Do I think there's something better? No. That is life. I need to spend more time with that mindset. Though I am on my journey, I'm on my fucking trip, there is some learning and developing and enjoyment and fun and chaos that we had here. I'm just not sure what that is, where that's going to happen. I fucking hope it happens, man. I just want some momentum. I want some, oh, we're doing this. Oh, let's go do this. Let's do this. Right now, it's just, here I am, in a park in Switzerland, doing the same thing as I do at home, just lonely. The calm before the storm, perhaps. I'm not lonely. I'm enjoying it. I do enjoy the time by myself. Although there's no one around me, the only reason I feel unsatisfied with my position right now is because there is a time when I have to leave and there is money that's being spent every day. I feel the trip is creating some movement, some feeling of needed movement that I currently don't have, which is causing the issue within me. That's why I'm not satisfied being alone right now. Because I can easily sink into my room or just sit here and listen to a podcast or go for another hike and be satisfied. But that's not what the trip's about. Completely. It's not what the trip's about completely. I need to get moving and start doing shit. Let's hope Zurich is what I hope is. Also need to go to Ballenden. It's where Jung's castle is. I'm going to go there, suss that out. I'll break in, suss at everything. It's closed to the public, but I think he'll let me in, you know, we're pretty tight. Fucking dead gun. He'll let me in. I need to get a feed.